I just want to quickly make sure that everybody here has a good understanding regarding what might happen in the southern Iran around the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman. So to do that, I think because many things could happen, but it's really good if we have a good visualization. So whatever happens, we are. Hold on, let me switch. Oh, there we go. At least because I want people here to be more informed than people in other places. So just so that everybody is prepared regarding what's about to happen, this is what everything looks like. You have the Gulf of Oman here, you have the Persian Gulf here, and this is the Strait of Hormuz. So everybody is talking about Kharg Island, Kharg Island is all the way up here. You guys already know that the reason why this island is so important is because 90% of Iranian's oil goes through this island. This is one of the only places where the water is deep enough for the tankers to be able to come and receive the oil, and that's why they have to do it through the Khark Island. I mean, they have other places where they could, you know, remove, deliver the oil to these tankers, but they don't have as much capacity as Khark Island, right? But you can see there is the Khark Island is way up here, and the Strait of Hormuz is way down here. Okay, so here are some other islands that you guys need to pay attention to. Let's actually zoom in. So, other than Khark Island, the islands that are actually around the Strait of Hormuz, the two most important ones are these two: Resh Island, which is the biggest island in the Persian Gulf, and the Lorak Island. These two islands are basically the islands that the Islamic regime uses to control the Strait of Hormuz. And actually, by the way, guys, this is interesting. The way that they're trying to have like a toll booth here is to collect tolls from ships from now. Is instead of getting the ships to go through here, they're trying to make it to go through these two islands and they go here. So and that will be the place that they collect the toll. So that's what they want to do, right? So basically capturing Qeshm Island and Lorak Island. So by the way, it's pronounced Qeshm. Qeshm. Like this is the sound. Qeshm. Okay, so Qeshm and Lorak. So if you capture these two, that's going to help you a lot when it comes to opening the Strait of Hormuz. There are some three other islands that are very important as well. This is going to make some Iranians nervous. So these three islands are not as important as these two islands that I mentioned, Qeshm and Lorak. But if Americans come and capture and occupy these islands, they are less significant, but because they're close to the Strait of Hormuz, they are still significant. And this is a tombe kuchik, tombe buzurg, Abu Musa, or in English, lesser tomb, bigger tomb, and Abu Musa. You remember, guys, the number one thing that the Iranians get nervous about is their border integrity, and these three islands are disputed by some of by the Arab countries in the Persian Gulf, like the UAE, for example, thinks that these are theirs. So any foreigners coming out and taking these islands is going to make the Islamic Republic uses as a scare tactic, because we are Iranians for the past couple of decades. We have been worried about losing these three islands. The Americans coming out and occupying them is going to make some people nervous, and the Islamic Republic would want to play like jump on that stress to be like, oh look, they took our islands. But again, it's not going to be as effective as before, because I mean the Iranians know that Americans are not just going to hold on to these islands. But some Iranians might think like, okay, once they stop holding them, is it going to come back to us, or is it going to go to the UAE? So that's going to make some people a little bit nervous, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. One other thing that you need to pay close attention to is the port city of Bandar Abbas, which is basically the most important port city of Iran. You keep an eye on that as well, see if the Americans are going to take over that as well. Remember that most of the within the IRGC, most of their headquarters are in Tehran, except the Navy. Ali Khamenei, when he was not dead, he moved the headquarters of the Navy of the IRGC from Tehran to Bandar Abbas. And Bandar Abbas is a very key strategic city. Almost like most of a huge portion of Iran's trade goes through the Bandar Abbas port. So that's also a city that the Americans might consider taking over. So now you could visualize all of this. You have a good visualization of how all of this works. So now when the news, if the Americans show up, with some ground operations in southern Iran, you guys are better equipped to understand what's going on compared to other people.
Thank you. Okay, Armin, I believe Goldie asked for you to be back by 2:20, but if you think you have time to spare, we can go to Hila.
Yeah, no, let's go. I have 9 more minutes.
Okay, Hila? Oh, Ali, want... Okay, I have to respond 20 seconds and then Hila. 20
Ali
seconds.
to
Right.
respond and then Hila.
Sorry, Hila. Real quick, I think Sadato said that his son was in the Marines. I'm not sure, but I just wanted to give a quick insight on that. So, just as Armin said, they're not going to go in to hold any islands and just sit there like sitting ducks to be shot at. The whole point is that they're amphibious, and so they're going to be striking and raiding key objectives, and they're going to hit and move, hit and move. So they're not going to be staying in one place for too long because these drones and missiles use geopolitical, or sorry, not geopolitical. They use geographic coordinates, so they can't hit moving targets that well. So yeah.
Okay, interesting. All right, thank you, Ali.
I will say
Hila?
yeah, I want to say something unrelevant, but I will a bit address what you said. There is also somebody throw this week a number saying $120 billion that China holds for Iran. I think it's worth more than the island. So, I mean, it's money that China need to give Iran for the oil, and the money is not going because people explode the banks and stuff. So China is holding on to this money for Iran, big money.
Oh, okay. I'm going to look into that.
But what I wanted to say is on the edge of the news. So it's about, there was the cyber attack on the Parata, I don't know his name, the CIA guy of America. They hacked his Gmail. Nobody have anything important on his Gmail, okay? So they found some video of him dancing in his underwear, looking like a hotel celebrating something. And I was singing and dancing to an Indian song, maybe the women part dancing. And I see like people from left-wing America is making fun of him for enjoying his life and dancing in a hotel. And I find it weird that this is what they have to obsess about. And that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the Cash Patel leaks. Are we sure this was the Islamic Republic and not himself? Because he ended up looking really like a chill, cool guy with not that many secrets. He looks very like, I didn't like this guy until I saw the leaked information. I was like, okay, I never liked Cash Patel, and now I saw the leaked information, and now I like him. Like, okay, this is like a chill, cool guy. Like, there's so much information there that makes us like him.
Yeah, there was so much information that they had to leak this video of him dancing.
No, there's actually so much information that makes him look like a decent person. I was like, I have more dark secrets than this man. Like, like, what the hell? Like, is this all it? Like, really? Like, he's actually cleaner than most people out there.
There's no government secrets on his Gmail, right? Like, I mean,
no,
that's
but
ridiculous.
but
That's
no,
ridiculous.
I'm not talking about government
this whole
secrets.
Thing is ridiculous. Iran, their cyber attacks and like what they're trying to do, it's kind of lame, and people trying to amplify it like it's great. It's like somebody will say, "Oh yeah, Iran managed to make a 12-year-old boy take pictures of some army base inside Israel. What a great spy!" No, it's not a great spy. It's not a success game for them. Okay.
Yeah.
There were so many memes, like basically about Trump claiming that like he was talking to people in the IRGC and them like saying like that he wasn't, where it's like there's literally memes of Trump holding a toy phone saying, "I just spoke to IRGC members," and like memes where Trump's like sitting in like a psych ward where they're like asking like, "Are these IRGC members talking to you in the room with you now?"
Well, I mean, so what do these people want? Like, okay, that's a weird way to make fun of Trump. So are they in favor of no negotiations then? Okay, well, I mean, I like that then. Like, let's continue.
Well, they're claiming that like Trump's crazy and that like he was talking to himself. No one's negotiating with him. And that,
Okay, well that's like, well that works in our favor. So I don't know what they're making fun of. That will go against their interest if that's the case. Okay.
they
All
think the
right.
Islamic
Yeah.
Republic is
Okay.
winning.
All right. Well, but that's a good thing. But you want your enemies to be delusional. Like we want our enemies to be retarded. That's good for us.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's
What we
frustrating.
the, No, it's not frustrating. I love it. Like between having a wise enemy and a retarded enemy, which one do you prefer? I prefer having a retarded enemy
I know
over a
they're
wise
retarded, but
enemy.
it's so fucking frustrating, man. Like, you ever hear these
Right.
Arabs like, "Oh my god, Israel's trying to like conquer Iraq," and it's like I just wanted to shake them and be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You're retarded." No, we're not.
Yeah. Yeah. Danny's saying I have retard fatigue. Hey, you get used to it. I've been doing this for 15 years
But no,
now.
just stop
Okay.
firing rockets
I,
and we'll stop fucking breaking your sovereignty.
yeah. Well, okay.